Stay tuned for Tom Parks, Kevin Meaney, and Carol Alt to find out how you could win a paradise vacation with HBO's Weekend in Paradise. Next on HBO.
Just another evening in paradise. Hello, I'm Tom Parks, and welcome to HBO's Weekend in Paradise. In case you're wondering what this is all about, for the next couple of days, you're going to get a chance to try out HBO. You'll see the best movies, naturally, HBO original movies, stand-up comedy, and if you have kids, some family shows both you and they will really go for. For the next half hour, we'll be giving you an even closer look at HBO, the most provocative, outrageous, and daring television on television. Joining me in a minute will be international movie star and beauty, if I might add, Carol Alt. She'll have a Caribbean getaway to tell you about. And we'll be hearing from comedian and actor Kevin Meaney, who is as wild a fan as he is a performer, which he showed a little earlier.
I came prepared for paradise. Sunblock, sunglasses, Bermuda shorts, and HBO. I mean, I thought about just coming down here and not watching HBO. Forget it. I've got the movies, the comedy, the sports, the documentaries, and those funny, sexy, and scary series. All uncut and uninterrupted by commercials. An HBO schedule is so convenient, I can spend all day out on the beach and still have a ton of stuff to see when the sun goes down. Now that's paradise.
Kevin Meaney, truly a man on a mission. Just what that mission is, he'll try to tell us when he comes out here in a couple of minutes. Now, as promised, our in-house expert on the Weekend in Paradise Sweepstakes, Carol Alt.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
I'm fine. Now, you are the expert on our Weekend in Paradise Sweepstakes. How is it going?
You mean, where is it going? It's probably a better question because
Okay, Carol. Wait a minute. Let me ask it. Where is it going?
I knew he was going to ask it. Because our next sweepstakes winner will be flying off to Desert Paradise in Scottsdale, Arizona. But I'll be back shortly with our instant winner announcement. Right now, I got a little dancing left in these bones. See ya.
I can't wait. Carol Alt, Arizona. Stay tuned. Whoa.
When I say paradise, do you dream of an island getaway? Do you hear the rustle of palm trees? Do you feel a warm ocean breeze? Well, whether your idea of paradise is golden sunsets or white sandy beaches, beachcombing or backhanding, working out or teeing off, the HBO Weekend in Paradise Sweepstakes has a paradise vacation for you. We'll fly you and your family first class on U.S. Air to enjoy a week at one of several different Marriott resorts. Tonight's destinations include the Camelback Inn in Scottsdale, Arizona, and the Desert Springs Resort and Spa in Palm Springs, California. Sound good? Then tune in tonight for more details when we give away these dream vacations in between our primetime features. And it all happens here during HBO's Weekend in Paradise. So don't just dream about paradise. Win it tonight on HBO.
Carol Alt was out here just a little while ago. Now, someone else you'll be seeing from time to time throughout this weekend. Kevin Meaney.
Hey, tough job teaming up with Carol Alt.
I put up a little fight.
I bet.
Listen, Kevin, you've done the stand-up thing.
On HBO.
And you've done the series thing.
Oh, the sitcom, right?
But you're also crazy about doing the viewer thing.
It's just this thing I have. I love watching great movies. I love watching comedy. I love seeing as much good stuff as I can, as often as I can. Who doesn't? And with HBO, I can get it all with HBO. I see the funniest, sexiest, scariest, most provocative, outrageous daring TV on TV.
Why settle for TV the old-fashioned way, with lines and scenes mysteriously disappearing and commercials interrupting the action every 8 minutes?
That's right. And you wouldn't have the convenience of HBO's schedule either. Knowing if you missed a movie this weekend, you'd probably be able to see it another time. And you wouldn't use your VCR half the time you do when you have HBO.
HBO. If you think it's just big-time Hollywood movies, you don't know the half of it.
Some of the most exciting movies on HBO are HBO original movies. Quality stuff from Hollywood's top directors and biggest stars. HBO gives them complete freedom to do stories like no one else is doing them.
Documentaries that no one else will do, too. That's because HBO has no commercial sponsors, so filmmakers take on subjects like the homeless, prison life, and the environment in a way you never see on any other network. And series like Tales from the Crypt, a show that breaks all the rules even as it scares you silly.
Plus comedy.
That's right, Kevin. Kevin and I both had our own half-hour comedy special. I like doing it because it was my own show. It was my own half hour, and it was done very classy the way HBO does its comedy specials. What do you like the most about yours?
I like making fun of my mom. That's my favorite thing to do. Well, why do you have to make fun of me? You're crazy up there. Out there in San Francisco making fun of me. You don't see your brother's making fun of me. Tom Parks is certainly not making fun of his mother.
Rita Rudner's coming right up.
And she doesn't make fun of her mother either. Why do you do this to us? It's wrong. Terribly, horribly wrong.
On the HBO Comedy Hour, first comes love.
Before I met my husband, I'd never fallen in love. I'd stepped in it a few times.
Then marriage.
Is this the man I want my children to spend their weekends with?
Then, you know the rest.
I think kangaroos have a good deal. I like that pouch setup. I'd have a baby if it would mature in a handbag.
Rita Rudner, Born to be Mild, coming up next on HBO.
HBO Comedy Hour. Rita Rudner, Born to be Mild. It gets started about 10 minutes from now.
Funny movies. HBO has those too. Tom Hanks, willing to jump into a volcano in exchange for 6 months of happiness in Joe versus the Volcano. Kevin Kline, playing around and trying hard to get killed for it, and I Love You to Death. Dudley Moore is an ad executive with a brilliant idea. Tell him the truth, which gets him committed in Crazy People.
Kevin Costner messing around with Anthony Quinn's wife in Revenge. Nick Nolte as a corrupt cop, and Timothy Hutton as the young DA up against him in Q&A.
Then you've got those movies that sort of straddle the line, half funny, half serious. Like Another 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. And Gremlins 2, a new batch.
Not to mention all the behind-the-scenes stuff you can get in on with HBO's entertainment news and interviews.
Hi, I'm Kathy Wessler, HBO Entertainment News. New York City went Hollywood for the 1990 D.W. Griffith Awards, the oldest and most prestigious award ceremony in the film industry. The evening's top honors went to Jimmy Stewart as he was presented with the Esteemed Career Achievement Award.
You've made this a very special night for me, and with all my heart, I say thank you, and God bless you.
Also coming away a winner was Mia Farrow with the Best Actress Award for her role in Alice. 10-year-old Macaulay Culkin got his share of the attention. Being a star sure beats staying home alone.
Oh, it's been great, you know. Sometimes, you know, you get bothered with a whole bunch of these cameras.
Well, he's been in front of those cameras longer than you might think. Fans can catch this rising star in one of his earlier films, Rocket Gibraltar, this month on HBO. And things are heating up for the heavyweight title fight between the champion, Evander Holyfield, and his challenger, George Foreman.
It was just like another test. It's another test, and I got to go out and bust this test wide open.
2 punches are going to be landing. I'm going to hit Evander Holyfield, and he's going to hit the floor.
Even Billy Crystal got into the act by throwing some punchlines to promote the event.
1973, Jamaica. Joe Frazier, great champion. George hits him, and Joe Frazier did this. You can't beat him.
The Holyfield-Foreman fight will take place April 19th at Trump Plaza in Atlantic City and will air as part of Time Warner's new TVKO pay-per-view service. And this week at the box office, Michael J. Fox is an action hero trying to keep up with New York cop James Woods in the hard way.
My trainer's got me a Nautilus and the Stairmaster, so you don't have to worry about Nick Lang. Jimmy was so into it and so into the comedy of it that he's amping it up here and I'm amping it up here, and it was really a blast.
That was great. I'm serious. Could you just do that one more time for me?
I think we're a team that might be around for quite a while.
And Gene Hackman and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio are on opposite sides of the law in class action.
The plaintiff, Jedediah Tucker Ward.
For the defense, Margaret Eleanor Ward.
I'm glad I'm not going to be at your house for the holidays.
For these two lawyers, familiarity breeds contempt in the courtroom.
Did it ever occur to you that I might be a very good attorney?
Well, you damn well better be. I raised you.
No! Mother raised me. You had a date.
And Robert De Niro is standing trial in Guilty by Suspicion. The film recounts the turbulent era of blacklisting in Hollywood, but De Niro testified that the role was easier to prepare for than usual.
You don't always have to research things in a certain way. In this case, there's so much that we already kind of know and identify with.
Mr. Merrill, are you now a member of the Communist Party?
Guilty by Suspicion opens in theaters this week. I'm Kathy Wessler, HBO Entertainment News.
Kevin, you're a guy who knows good entertainment. You're a guy who goes nuts for good entertainment. What do you expect from HBO?
A movie from start to finish, for one thing. Uncut and uninterrupted by commercials. You watch a movie on regular TV, and every few minutes, the movie stops dead. Same thing with comedy.
And it's not just the language. Network TV can give a comedian a couple of minutes tops. HBO gives you the whole act, the way you'd see it in a club. What else do you look for, Kevin?
Variety, stand-up comedy, comedy series, family shows, sports, documentaries. A new HBO original movie every month. Plus, it's convenient. HBO shows its movies a few times. So if you miss one time, you have a shot at seeing it another. And if you got a VCR, well, you're in video nirvana.
All that for $10 or $12 average per month. That's the good news. The bad news is, once this Weekend in Paradise is over, that's it. There goes your chance to see HBO and shows like this.
Hey, can you tell me what is hot? Can you tell me what is hip?
You know, my hair's made out of pudding.
Can you tell me what is dangerous?
Suddenly, I'm the Volvo dummy.
Yeah. Presenting HBO's 1991 one-night stand comedians.
This shit is true, I'm making up.
Uncensored.
Apparently, he was hit with a sexual innuendo to the chest.
Unpredictable.
I love any kind of furniture you can unzip and stick your hand up.
Unavailable anywhere but HBO.
You eat your groceries before you get to the checkout counter. You don't have to pay for them.
You know, if you play New Kids on the Block albums backwards, they sound better.
Yes, geez, guess how big my ass is.
One night stand every Saturday night.
Don't give me that look. Don't you give me that look. This woman's looking at me like I'm with my boyfriend, but if I wasn't, I'd be on you in a minute. Don't give me that look.
Catch him now or, hey, hear about him later.
Case dismissed!
Before Madonna, there was a little girl who dreamed of a fairy tale life. Before Marilyn, there was a woman who became a legend overnight. Before Paris knew what hit it, there was Josephine.
I came here to be a dancer. Maybe I could be a singer too. I headlined on Broadway. I do comedy. I'm good at it.
Josephine the fighter.
She's taking on City Hall, refusing to play any dates where the audience is segregated. Hats off, folks.
Josephine the lover.
I love you because when something is put in your way, you fly over it.
Josephine the woman adored.
Tú me quieres, yo te quiero, tú me adoras, yo te adoro.
Louis Gossett Jr., Reuben Blades, and Lynn Whitfield. The true story of a legendary life comes home to HBO. Premieres Saturday, March 16th.
Want to look at TV in a whole new way?
Yes.
Looking for something different?
Yes, yes!
Want to look forward to watching TV again?
Yes.
Wow. That means yes.
Then say yes to HBO and look forward to the best movies. Uncut and uninterrupted. The way movies were meant to be.
Wow. What a change.
To keep you in suspense.
Battle stations.
Or to keep you in stitches. From the dark side to the lighter side. From comic romance to gremlins that dance. For the fast cars, the shooting stars, and the magic of the movies. Say yes to HBO and experience TV in a whole new way.
I look forward to it.
Call 1-800-952-5900 and look forward to entertainment that's simply the best.
Wow.
You're the best.
What I'm looking for is somebody to drive my mother around.
The movie that enchanted America.
She can say anything she likes.
I don't need you. I don't want you.
The movie that swept the Oscars.
But she can't fire you.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to drive you to the stove.
A movie of rare grace and humor.
I wouldn't be in your shoes if the sweet Lord Jesus come down and asked me himself.
An incandescent movie you will never forget.
What does that birth letter sound like?
B?
If you know your letters, then you can read.
Academy Award winner Jessica Tandy, Morgan Freeman, and Dan Aykroyd rediscover the resilience of the human spirit.
ought not to be driving anything the way you see.
How you know how I can see less than you can look out my eyes?
The lessons of the human heart.
You're my best friend.
Driving Miss Daisy.
You took the wrong turn at Opelika.
Well, now, you took it with me, Miss Daisy, and you got the man.
Tomorrow on HBO.
HBO's Monday night main event brings home your favorites.
Meet Mr. and Mrs. Rose.
I want a divorce.
You can't have one.
After 18 years of marriage, they're calmly divvying up their possessions.
It's a lot easier to spend than it is to make it, honey bun. You might not have made it if not for me, sweet cakes.
Or maybe they're not. Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, and Danny DeVito. The War of the Roses. Tomorrow on HBO.
Okay, we got a bunch of stuff to deal with. First of all, the shows. HBO has the most provocative, outrageous, and daring programs on TV, all uncut and uninterrupted by commercials.
HBO's got variety. Hollywood movies, original series, comedy, sports, family shows. All on a schedule to fit your schedule.
HBO's a value. For $10 or $12 average per month, you can have a month of HBO. That's less than it would cost to take someone out to the movies just one night. So there's a bunch of stuff to deal with here.
I think I was onto that a little earlier in the day. I know what you're saying. It's Sunday. I've got to go to work tomorrow. I don't want to spend 10 minutes right now ordering HBO, answering all those questions, going through all that stuff, to which I say, hold your horses, fella. Do you know how easy it is to order HBO? All it takes is just a call. You just dial the toll-free number, 1-800-952-5900, answer a few quick questions, and we'll let your cable company know you're interested in HBO. Just like that. No forms to fill out, no long, drawn-out conversations to sit through. What could be easier? And if you call right now, you could get in on the installation discounts so many cable companies are giving to new subscribers. We'll let them know you called tonight. So make that call right now, 1-800-952-5900. Then get ready to watch some real television.
Max Stern was a tough cop with some tough problems.
Every time I go over to see my son, calls me the Antichrist and hides under the bed.
He thought he'd seen it all.
I'm having a terrible day. Say something nice to me, will you, please?
You have very strong-looking thighs for a white man.
I like that.
But nothing could prepare him for his new partner's personality problem.
Welcome to the NASCAR driving school.
A multiple personality problem.
I'll fight you with one hand tied behind my back. Are you guys really cops? I'm a cop. I don't know what the hell he is.
I'm annoying you, aren't I?
Oh! That's a teensy little bit, really.
They were trailing a murderer, but wound up being hunted themselves.
They might surrender, but I wouldn't count on it. I just can't deal with the violence. Now you tell me.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe you're not ideally suited for police work?
Gene Hackman and Dan Aykroyd are Loose Cannons. Tuesday on HBO.
There's something wrong with that dude. This is Mireya, my wife. This is Jay, my friend.
I think I fell in love.
Ooh.
Tibby's wife.
You don't mess with Timmy Mendez.
Revenge, starring Kevin Costner, Anthony Quinn, and Madeline Stowe. Wednesday on HBO.
Anthony Hopkins comes to HBO in a shocking true story of courage in the face of terror.
He was stabbed after he died.
His son is murdered.
Bastards!
He wants revenge.
I want you to challenge the death certificate.
But will the family pay the price for justice?
All you Philarctica should be very careful now.
Hopkins.
If they've come to get me, you know what to do, don't you?
And Norma Alejandro star in the HBO original movie One Man's War. Premieres Saturday, April 20th on HBO.
Okay, time now for our Weekend in Paradise sweepstakes. Time to send someone on a pretty fabulous vacation.
Well, Tom, if you were watching a little earlier tonight, you know our first sweepstakes giveaway was a trip to Marriott's Desert Spring Resort, just outside Palm Springs, California. Not a bad way to start the night. The destination of tonight's second grand prize vacation, another desert paradise, Marriott's Camelback Inn Resort in Scottsdale, Arizona. A welcome vacation and yours for the taking if you're the next winner in our Weekend in Paradise sweepstakes. When you first arrive in Scottsdale, Arizona, You might be a little dazzled by the southwestern setting, the lush greenery, the wild desert flowers, the mountains rising majestically above it all. Well, sooner or later, you're going to have to get down to business. The business of pleasure. Start with 36 holes of championship golf, 9 holes of pitch and putt, and 10 tennis courts. After that, you might want to sit on a horse, in the sauna, or just by the pool. By then, you'll be ready to view the brilliant desert sunset from your private casita.
Sounds inviting, doesn't it? Well, find yourself a paper and pencil because you'll need it to take down an address in just a minute.
There are actually 2 ways to win in our Weekend in Paradise sweepstakes.
Let's talk about the instant winners first.
Okay, to be an instant winner, you need one of these.
I didn't get one of those.
I brought one just for you, Tom.
It's so good.
A sweepstakes game card, something you may have gotten in the mail. On your card, you'll see a combination of symbols right here.
That's your sweepstakes entry. If it matches the combination Carol is going to announce right now, pack your bags for Arizona.
That's all there is to it. So here we go. The winning combination is... Why don't you do that, Tom?
Okay. The winning combination, 3 moons and 1 starfish.
That's 1 starfish and 3 moons is the winning combination.
Now, say that combination doesn't match what's on your card, or for that matter, say you don't have a card. You still have a chance to win, because we'll be giving away all the sweepstakes prizes not taken by instant winners in a second drawing.
Just put your name and address on a postcard and send it to Weekend in Paradise, Second Chance Sweepstakes, Post Box 8001, Newington, Connecticut, 06131.
We'll draw 1 name for each unclaimed vacation.
Altogether, we have 10 grand prizes, including vacations to Maui and Barbados, which we'll be announcing tomorrow night. So there are plenty of chances to win.
That's 10. And plenty of reasons to sign up for HBO, a subject Kevin Meany gave some thought to earlier in the day.
Sign up for HBO? What's the rush? Pick up the phone and call? What's the hurry? Dial the toll-free number, 1-800-952-5900. Why so hasty? I'll tell you why so hasty. This Weekend in Paradise doesn't last forever, you know. So if you want the best in entertainment, if you want to keep seeing movies, comedy, sports, family shows, even after this weekend is over, you've got to do something about it before this weekend is over. That's the hurry. And by calling 1-800-952-5900, not only will you get HBO for $10 to $12 a month average, you could also get in on the installation discount many cable companies are offering. That's the rush. So call now and make it snappy. Step on it. Shake a leg. Get the let out. Don't spare the horses.
Kevin Meany. He's right. A little weird, but right. You got to make that call. Now, there's a lot ahead tonight, all through the night.
We have Matthew Broderick and Denzel Washington in the Civil War epic, Glory.
Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia as 2 cops battling the Japanese mob in Black Rain.
Richard Gere and Andy Garcia as 2 cops battling each other in Internal Affairs.
And coming up right now, HBO comedy hour Rita Rudner, Born to be Mild.
HBO, simply the best.
HBO.